right, guys. Many of our oldest schools without air conditioning are where our youngest children are learning, like here at the John Berry Elementary School in Meriden, where I'm told that some of these classrooms really turned into low-grade ovens today.
I'm staying in my AC. I just got it fixed about a week ago, and so I'm staying home.
But most students didn't have that luxury Monday.
I kind of like the heat. It just makes me sweaty.
COVID pandemic regulations require schools to run HVAC blowers on low, ban drinking at communal water fountains, and in most cases bar schools from operating mechanical fans.
We want kids to be able to go to school perhaps in the summer, and that means they've got to be comfortable.
And this year, school won't necessarily end in June. Robust summer school programs are planned to help kids catch up on academics and social and emotional learning. More than 550,000 students attend public school in Connecticut at more than 1,200 schools. The data is limited when it comes to how many of those have air conditioning or how well it works. And in Connecticut, there are no laws or health codes regarding excessive heat at school.
That's a very difficult decision for a superintendent to make.
Here in Meriden, the high schools and middle schools are all fully air conditioned. Here at the elementary schools, however, they are not, which is why the superintendent's office also announced that early dismissal will be continuing for the rest of the week at the elementary schools. The Government Accountability Office estimates 41% of districts nationally need HVAC system upgrades, something parents say is also needed.
I understand that it's an expensive addition for schools to have to undertake, but it also can get extremely hot in there, particularly right now with the masks on.
And something education leaders hope to accomplish with the new funding from the American Relief Plan and a possible congressional infrastructure plan.
We didn't take it lightly ever, but there are times when it's just unhealthy and you can't find another spot in the building for all the children.
Dozens of districts today had early dismissal because of the heat, and studies have shown that as the temperature rises, test scores will fall and focus will fade. The Connecticut Department of Health tells me that schools should be offering frequent drink breaks throughout the day. They also recommend that classrooms use opaque heat-absorbing curtains if at all possible. We are live here in Meriden. Matt Karen, Fox 61 News.
All right, Matt, thank you. It's a tough problem. And so as this heat wave continues, so does